All right, welcome back to the DPV Podcast, episode 15.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so season 2, episode 3. We're cruising on our way to 21.
21. That's the goal.
Yeah. So I'm Josh.
I'm Alex.
And on this episode, we're going to talk about our experience at King of the Hammers. It was awesome.
It was a blitz to get there. It was an amazing race / off-road watching event, and yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was wild. But first, dude, what you been working on?
I've been working on this. I picked up a sweet 1992 G30 one-ton Chevy van, and it's a high roof, and there's a video coming out on it real soon, but it just kind of fell into my lap, and it was super cheap, and so I had to buy it. I got it running and driving. Still working through some fueling issues, but I've been running around town, drove it to work a couple times, and I think they selected every single option on this van. I mean, it's got power CB, it's got a big block, it's pretty crazy. I'm pretty excited about it. We're gonna do a big road trip in it next year, and I think it's gonna be a blast.
Nice.
How about yourself? What you got going on?
So I have finally, after years of talking about it, have started the doubler, and it is awesome. But that 205 transfer case is like a lot more complicated than I expected. Like, I've been into MP231s and 242s and several different chain-driven cases.
Yeah.
Where the bearings are kind of, I don't know, they're contained. Where this one has like a bazillion little needle bearings that you have to put every little piece in. And my big old hands trying to put little roller bearings into Vaseline.
Yeah.
It's time consuming, but it's been fun. I just yesterday, I think, got my new shift rails from JB Fabrication.
Oh, nice.
So should be able to this week put that together this way.
That's good.
Did have to machine the case to accept a bigger input bearing on the 205. So that was kind of fun, learning some machine work with my buddy Matt.
Sweet.
Yeah, King of the Hammers. King of the Hammers, if you're not familiar with it, I mean, if you're in the off-road scene and don't know what King of the Hammers is, I think you're living under a rock. But
Get your life together.
it's the most hardcore off-road race in the country.
It is nuts.
Yeah, it's wild. It started back in 2007 with just a group of friends that just wanted to race, and they made a race. It was like 12 teams or something. And
Yeah.
it's today, there's 100,000 spectators and hundreds of teams. Like, just the Everyman challenge race that we got to watch had 100 and some drivers.
Yeah, 100 people started that race.
So it's pretty wild, and only about like 30% of teams actually finish.
Yeah.
Which I think that's lower than the Baja.
Yeah, it's crazy. They the same place where they had just those 12 teams show up with no spectators, no nothing. Now you have 100,000 spectators show up and just flood this valley, and I think it would be surreal to be out there with to see that when there's be nobody out there.
Oh yeah,
to go back and do some off roading when it's not King of the Hammers week.
Yeah, and I want to do that. I think it'd be fun to drag our junk down there and actually go wheeling.
Yeah, I don't want to do it with all the pressure of the spectators.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
So anyway, it's turned into an awesome event. There's also what they call Hammertown, which is like this little city that kind of comes together during King of the Hammers, and they've got vendors and food trucks, and they've got the big screen so you can watch all aspects of the race from the helicams and stuff, drone shots.
Those drone footage stuff is really cool to be able to watch.
It's very cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see where all the different races are, and then they now Onyx has teamed up and put a map together where they can show you where all the viewer spots and how to get there. So that's pretty cool. And you can get pretty close to the action.
It's very spread out, but also easy to get to. The way that they it races, it's kind of explain it like a clover kind of, where everything comes back kind of towards the center where you can get to and see different viewing points for the race.
As a spectator to a desert race, I think it's probably one of the best ones to go watch because the vast different terrains that they have to do, and then the accessibility is awesome.
Yeah.
As opposed to Baja 1000 or some of those longer races where it's pretty hard to get to different parts of the race. You might you're going to miss a ton.
Yeah.
For this one, you can see lots of action. Plus, there's 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It seems like as this race has grown, they've included more and more classes and stuff, and that's what I think is really cool about this race. They alter the course, whether you're running like the 46, 47, 4800 trucks or the trophy trucks or the class 11s. They just kind of alter the race course so that everybody can compete.
Yeah, there's a class for everyone.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's, 4-wheel drives, long travel suspension and stuff, but it is kind of crazy that even they have a course for class 11 bugs.
The class 11s aren't doing anything on the rocks, though.
And like the 4600 class, that's the stock class, and we'll get into that a little bit later, but there's like very minimal modifications that you can actually do to it.
Yeah.
After reading through the rules, like when you look at them, you're thinking, man, those things are highly modified.
Yeah.
But then you read through the rules and see how restrictive they are.
Yeah.
Like a 35-inch max tire size that has to be DOT.
Yeah.
And you're going over boulders that are like 4 feet tall or bigger.
Everything I've ever seen with racing, when it says like stock class, like a stock car is not a stock car. Like stock class, like, oh yeah, but you can do stuff to it. No, that stock class is really restrictive.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It actually makes it so it is the Everyman challenge.
Yeah.
Like, it's attainable.
We also checked out the chaos at Chocolate Thunder.
That was fun.
That was wild. Yeah, the videos online do not do it justice.
If you're into off-roading and watch off-roading vehicles, everybody knows, like, there is never a video that after you finish an obstacle and that you look at the video and you're like, yeah, that's exactly how it was represented on video, because it's always way harder in real life. Like, it just doesn't transfer very well to the video.
Yeah.
And Chocolate Thunder is no exception. It is, those boulders are huge, and when those tires go up against them, and like the boulder is a lot taller than the tire, and they're crawling up over stuff. It's crazy.
It was pretty fun. All right, let's dig into Everyman Challenge.
Yeah,
because that was the race that I really wanted to see. I'm so happy that we were able to kind of adjust our trip to make that happen. And the Everyman Challenge it's a race that's for the little guy. Things are still expensive. I'm not gonna lie.
It's racing.
Yeah.
Nothing's cheap in racing.
So you probably got $80,000 to $100,000 into your rig, where like the big boys in like the Race of Kings, they're racing $500,000 to $1 million rigs. So that's kind of the budget scale. Still expensive, not $1 million.
I think you could do it for 50.
I think you could, yeah. It'd be tough. You'd have to do a lot of your own work.
Oh yeah, you're doing a lot of fab work. You're not paying yourself for your time.
Yeah.
But nobody does in the automotive enthusiasm.
This year there were 3 classes that raced. It's the 4500 modified, the 4600 stock, and the 4800 legends. There is an EV class, but this year nobody raced in it. Historically, the EV class is not finished. They have not gotten the
battery technology isn't there for longevity.
Yeah,
is the problem.
Yeah,
because when you're wheeling, you're on the rev limiter, or you're working the engine, and that just decreases your number of mileage that you're going to get out of those battery packs. When you're working
they don't
those
have
motor
the capacity figured out.
And you're running them hot, your batteries drain faster. If somebody could come up with like a battery pack that was like a quick change battery pack that was light.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be for racing, because
on the
what I've seen so far in the past races is like they can't even finish the first lap without draining it. Yeah, and then I've seen them where they've got generators trying to charge. It's kind of funny. To me. But the torque's probably amazing.
Oh yeah, I bet. And you could probably hear your co-driver pretty easily.
Yeah. But anyway, like this year there's 3 classes that race. 4500 modified class. So these are kind of like production vehicles. They have to have the factory frame from like the motor mount location to the back of the seats. So they're not required to have a full frame. Any suspension's allowed, any axles are allowed, any engine, any transfer case, any transmission. So there's quite a bit you can do, but you're still limited on how far you can move the engine, and you have to have that one section of frame that's basically factory. You're limited to a 37-inch tire that has to be DOT approved. With those few restrictions, it does make the race pretty competitive, which is pretty cool.
It's any axle in that class too, right?
It's any axle.
Yeah, anything. Doesn't have to came from that manufacturer.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like most of these guys were running straight axles. They were like Dynatrack 60s or whatever. So it was, I don't know, it was a pretty cool class to watch. I think this would be my preferred class because I mean, yes, the buggies are cool, but this makes it more relatable, I think.
Yeah, I think if it still looks like a truck or the starting vehicle, like the body still has the same body lines and everything, you're not just out there in a tube chassis. I don't know, it just feels more real.
Right, but you've got the option of longer travel suspension.
Yeah, or removing your IFS and throwing in a straight axle. Or,
and 700 horsepower.
Yeah.
The 4600 stock class, this one's very restricted. It has to be a production vehicle. They had to have made at least 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
So it can't be just like the cream of the crop special edition rig.
No.
The frame has to be complete and unmodified. Even if you're putting like shock towers on or whatever, you can't cut the frame for the shock towers. They have to be able to like mount on them. The suspension has to be a factory style suspension. So if it came with leaves, you're getting leaves. If it came with IFS, you're getting IFS. If it's straight axle, so on and so forth, which is pretty wild.
That's nuts.
There were some old like 80s style Toyota pickups doing this, and so they're leaf sprung front and rear doing this wild course. It's pretty awesome.
It was
They have to use a stock style engine, but it can be, if it was offered in that year, you can use it. So it doesn't have to be stock to the vehicle like VIN number, but it has to at least been offered in that chassis in that year.
Yeah, and they're so restrictive. Like you can't even do body. I mean, body modifications are limited to, you can trim the fenders for tires, and you can cut holes in the body only to allow your cage material to go through the body. Like that's it. Like you can't. I mean, you're not doing nothing to them. They are stock, and I really like that class because it seems like it's just super I mean, it's like, oh, that's just a Toyota pickup. Oh, that's just a little XJ out there. You know, like,
and they're door slammers.
Oh, absolutely, they're door slammers,
and they are limited to a 35-inch tire, which is wild.
Yeah,
like this course is so gnarly. To do it with a 35-inch tire that's hardcore.
Yeah, those boulders are. I mean, they swallowed up those 40-inch tires.
Yeah. And then the 4800 Legends class is a class where they're using kind of older buggies, the older 4400 cars, and there's some limits there too. 37-inch tire. They must be solid axles, so no long travel IFS, and one shock per corner. So, but any engine, any transmission, that kind of stuff.
Which is kind of nice. It kind of gives like a new life, the 4400. It's another way for these ones that aren't going to be competitive in the 4400 class anymore to be used and get some more life out of.
Right, and you can buy these chassis for between $50,000 to $100,000 complete, which is kind of cool. Like, that's not unattainable. It's expensive. I mean, your wife probably isn't going to like you doing that before you get a new Suburban.
But I mean, a jet boat's $100,000.
Yeah. Yeah, different strokes for different folks. I'd rather have a Ultra 4 car.
Yeah.
Anyway, so those are the classes for Everyman Challenge. When we got there, we got to watch the race from the starting line, which was pretty cool to watch all them line up, take off, get announced, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and they were taking off two at a time. So you're like fender to fender racing.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. Is like it's just about bump to pass. I mean, and there were guys that were bumping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They were taking off two at a time, and there was a little bit of dirt course right there where you could watch them.
Yep.
Whole shot, I guess, or so.
Yeah.
Out of there and hit to the desert.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then there was some confusion on the race course. We went to Backdoor first. That's not where you're supposed to go first. And so, but we talked to a few guys there. It was pretty cool. Driving the Suburban, that was fun.
Yeah.
Across the desert. Went to Chocolate Thunder. So the race course this year for Chocolate Thunder, they actually came down what all the people wheeling at night traditionally go up. But then it makes like a hard 90 left turn and goes up this like vertical mountain, and there's pretty much one line.
Yeah.
Like there might be two lines if you're willing to risk it.
Yeah.
There's one line.
Yeah, there are 2 big boulders that you got to go through, and there was one path through.
Yeah.
And once one car got there and started having a winch, it just backed up cars.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to watch that. And there were several rollovers. There's one at the top that I thought was going to be really bad, but luckily for them, they stopped.
Yeah,
like they kind of flopped and then slid down, but it could have been a barrel roll.
It could have been all the way down.
Yeah.
That'd been bad.
It would have been bad. It turned into kind of a trail plug for a little bit.
There at the top, though, there was a couple different ways around.
Yeah. But it was pretty cool to watch how people were helping each other out. Like, there was one guy that had flopped over, and they're trying to winch him over, and then another guy was trying to pass him, and the guy that was running the winch on the original car stacked rocks for the guy that was trying to go around him.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of camaraderie even between the race teams, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I think at that point, when you're not going to win it, I think everyone's like real goal is to finish.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's trying to help each other with that one goal. Because
there is a time limit. They shut her down around dark pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
And they start pretty early. So, I mean, they spend a lot of time on that race course.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Then from there, we were able to run over to Sledgehammer and kind of wheeled the Suburban a little bit.
Yeah.
That was fun. Had to put her in 4-wheel drive because the sand was thick. But Sledgehammer, we were able to get like right down in the action.
Yeah, we were close. It was sweet being able to get that close to the action, and it took some skill to drive there. It was definitely technical.
Oh yeah, the boulders were giant and they moved.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you wouldn't think they would move, but they were so big and like precariously set almost that like when you bumped into them, they would rock or whatever. And like you try to drive up on it, and the obstacle going away from you as you're trying to drive up on it is
right.
But it's also a boulder that weighs the same amount as your rig.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And so every time somebody would go ahead of you, the course changes.
Oh, the line changed. Every lap, the line changed, which is also a very cool aspect of this race.
Yeah. And like those co-drivers, man.
Dude, they get the workout in. Those dudes were sweating. I mean, being a fat kid myself, like just getting in and out of those 2 buggies.
Oh, yeah.
It's a workout. And then those guys are running up, winching, running back, running up, winching. And they're just, winching 30 feet at a time.
Yeah. And some of these guys are so low budget that they don't even have like headset communication.
No, they're yelling
they're like trying to spot their driver by yelling and pointing. And there's, 500 or 600, 700 horsepower around them.
Or there's another rig going right past them, just on the rev limiter.
Yeah, you can't hear anything.
What? Yeah, I don't all those guys in the big classes are pre-running, but when you're pre-running a trail that's gonna change,
yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, because it changes up.
I was listening to a podcast about interviewing a driver that did the Everyman challenge.
Yeah.
And she talked about how they pre-ran for an hour. They went out, tested it on some rocks, hit one high-speed section, and then they're like, yep, we work well together because she had never driven with this co-driver. And they're like, want to save the car? Yep. And that was pre-running.
Yeah. The pre-running, like just to take the bypass on every obstacle, just to know the loop.
Oh, sure.
The extent of my pre-running.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So after Sledgehammer, we ran over to Backdoor because that's where the race it was close to the finish.
Yeah.
At this point, it was kind of starting to get dark, so most drivers were taking the bypass. But I did see one.
We did see one go through the obstacle, and at that point, only 30. Didn't they only say like 30% of the people finished?
Yeah.
The Everyman challenge. Yeah, like 30 of the 105, 106 people that started it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so by the time they got to the end part of the race, like there wasn't a lot of drivers left, a lot of rigs left.
Right. Yeah. But we saw that one guy go down Backdoor, and it was just like. That hole is huge.
That hole is huge.
It's just like the car almost disappeared.
Yeah. So after the race, we went back, had some great grub, and then headed out for the evening activities. And it's a party out there.
Oh my gosh, it's wild.
We
got to go out there a couple different times.
Yeah.
We went Thursday night and Friday night.
And it is everybody and everything. We saw a stock CJ go up it.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
We saw a moped go up it. I saw a video afterwards of a bus that made it to the rocks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. They did that little bit lower section with the big rocks, not to the boulders, but I mean, it's a run what you brung kind of thing, and it's a good time.
Yeah. I know a lot of those guys are probably running on liquid courage.
Oh yes, it is unofficially sponsored by Anheuser-Busch, it seems like.
But like it takes some guts to even get down there.
Dude, and like that's a lot of I mean, how many hundreds of people were watching you?
Oh, thousands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there were more spectators at Chocolate Thunder at night than I saw the whole time during the Everyman Challenge race.
Right, yeah.
And everybody is watching you, and everybody in the stands, luckily, is a professional driver that knows exactly which line you should have taken.
Exactly, yeah.
What are you doing, you idiot? Why aren't you going this way? And it's just like everybody has an opinion on which way you should have went.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course they know your rig. And
oh yeah.
Oh, but that one big, that red, what was it?
Is a Nissan
that just broke both axles at the same time.
Yeah. Grenaded both diffs.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Driveline spinning, no tire spinning. And yeah, then you get yelled at, heckled. You get heckled so much.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And he broke it like right before like the first big rock.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a little too heavy on the skinny pedal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On Thursday, we actually went to like the far side of the trail, like across the canyon, I guess I don't know how you describe it. Like not on the exit side. So we were like right down.
We were
like
on the race course.
Almost reach and touch some of these vehicles that were going by, which was really fun. But we kind of said to ourselves, once it starts filling in, we better.
And Friday
exit.
was way busier.
Oh yeah.
Friday we couldn't get nearly as close. There was just already so many people there.
Yeah.
But Thursday night was a lot less.
It almost seemed like waves of rigs. Like Thursday night, it started with a bunch of Toyotas.
Yeah.
That, all with 22 REs, pretty much.
Yeah.
You could hear him
stock
just
axles.
Yeah. No, I think they were all on. They might have been stock Yoda axles, I guess. I don't know. They're geared though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're the 529s in them.
Yeah. But those things are impressive, dude.
Oh, they are.
Like it just shows you like how important gears and lockers are. 'Cause a bunch of those guys were still leaf sprung, but they had flexi leaves and deep gears, and they just like do right up like it was nothing. And then
that one guy that coming up the trail, and he cut up to the left, and he went up almost that like vertical section through the crowd.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of rules at night either. It's kind of a free for all.
Yeah.
You're kind of watching out for yourself and watching out for your buddy, like making sure you're not getting hit by rigs.
Yeah, hit or beer cans.
I
think my favorite rig to watch up was probably that CJ.
That CJ was pretty cool.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
So, and there was this one Toyota that was totally buggied out, and I'm sure it had an LS in it, that like all these guys were struggling, and then he just ripped through there like a rock bouncer, just like
they don't weigh anything.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool, and that one was like really low slung. That was probably one of my favorite Toyota builds.
I don't fit in a Toyota pickup very well. Is my problem.
Yeah.
I think I would need like an extended cab pickup with no extended cab. Just get rid of the rear seats and just move that one rear seat or that seat all the way back.
Yeah. But then then, like in a Toyota, the floor's up high. Too.
Yeah. I just don't. Big guy, I don't fit in.
Yeah. Full size better.
Full size is better. Except when your buddy takes you on trails that are not for full size.
I don't know why you keep bringing that up.
Forever and ever and always. On your gravestone, it'll be Josh took me through body damage will incur.
It's fine.
It's fine now. I don't have that body anymore.
Now you're getting a crew cab.
Now I'm getting a crew cab.
Yeah. So anyway, you gotta make it over Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah. Definitely check out the video of the CJ going up Chocolate Thunder, because it'll surprise you, because it surprised us.
Oh yeah, yeah. It shows you that you don't need $100,000 rig, dude.
Or a roll bar.
You might want a roll bar.
Yeah. But I think the most impressive thing about that CJ was that it was still manual transmission.
Oh, yeah.
He was 3-pedaling it up that.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, he was geared really low.
I don't know if he ever killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
I mean, I think he was definitely gear reduced.
Yeah. All right. So fantasy build. This time we are building a rig for Everyman Challenge.
Yeah.
And after you see the vehicle, you can choose your class.
And there was no budget.
No budget.
Well,
You can't have a budget in racing.
You're getting a 1981
Okay.
CJ7.
Oh.
After seeing that little CJ5
Oh man.
Go
this
up.
is tough.
we saw a CJ5 go up at dang near stock.
Oh man, this is tough. Because part of me wants to do 4600,
Oh yeah?
like the stock class.
Yeah. Okay.
I know the numbers are weird. You would think that 4500
400
since it's lower is stock,
yeah.
but it's not. Maybe I would start 4600 and then progress from there. Like
Yeah. You don't have to. It could evolve. It could start as a.
Yeah. So I'd have to do some research, but buy the best leaf springs that I can buy.
Because they don't have to be factory springs, do they?
No,
they could be any springs, just factory configuration.
Yeah.
So you just have to have a leaf spring.
Yeah. The maximum travel allowed, which I think is 14 inches, which is quite a bit. And these things came with V8. So.
Okay. That one has a 4.0 in it.
Right. But you could get them with a V8. So.
Which V8 was in them?
You could get a 304.
Okay. Could you? Were they done with the 360 by then?
I don't know if they put a 360 in the CJ or not, but I could. But I think you can.
Can you bore and stroke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just have to start with the factory block.
Yeah. Pretty sure that
Okay.
you can
Let's say that. Let's
race
just say
them
that.
out. And if I'm wrong, leave it in the comments. But yeah, I know they came with at least the 304. So we could. There's tons of information on the AMC small walk. Like,
Yeah.
if you could run a 401, I would. Like, that would be rad. And then just, make it as hot as possible. I think you can get these factory at the 44. Oh, you can run any axle, I think. It just has to be factory configuration. So
Okay. I thought the stock class was.
I don't think they limited what axles you can use.
Okay.
You just have to run the factory style suspension.
So straight axle is a straight axle.
Yeah.
So you could ton it.
Beefy axles. Obviously, you got to do the roll cage to the KOH specs. I would maybe do a little stretch on it because you can go up to 3 inches.
Yeah.
Which would help get the approach and departure angles a little bit better. But yeah, I think I'd start at the 4600 class and make sure it's got the V8. Make sure I got the gearing. They had also came with, you could get these with the Turbo 400 in it.
Okay.
And that's easily beefed up.
Oh yeah.
So beef up that Turbo 400 and run an Atlas or something.
Yeah.
And then when
Factory T case, or you can
any T case.
Any T case. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think that gets tricky when you can't just make any T case to any transmission. But your budget's unlimited, so you can make any adapters
Yeah,
you need.
advanced adapters. Call them up.
Yeah, dude. I think I'd start in 4600 class. I was not expecting to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I thought you were going to give me like a Bronco 2 or something. And then I'd be like, no, I'm not running a 4.3 and trying to compete.
A 4.3?
Or not 4.3, the 2.3 is what I meant.
Or 2.6, the 2.6 Colonial V6.
So, yeah, that'd be a great start.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, I would definitely be under 50,000.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could buy good stuff and probably 30. That's not a bad idea. All right, you ready for yours?
Yep. What? So I'm going stock class.
Are you?
No.
I didn't know if you would.
I mean,
think about it.
Okay.
I mean, do what you want to do. Tell me what you're going to do.
So if I can go stock class, so it's a 91 Ford Explorer. I could, because it's an independent front, could I switch it over like a twin torsion beam? But it's not a twin torsion beam front end. It would have to
I think this one is. That year is. It's like that year Ford Explorer.
Is the twin. So we could go with like what are those, like a Dana 50? I don't know what those are.
Out of the 3/4 ton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
TTB.
Yeah.
do that, and then you could put a 1 ton. You could put a 60 in the rear. You could get these with a 302 in them.
I know.
With the GT40 heads. I would, like you said, I think I would try it because I think it'd be more work to put this one in the stock class than that CJ.
Yeah.
But I think just because I love the idea and like everything about the stock class, that I don't know. I feel like the higher up class you go is just about how much money you have.
Yeah. I mean, there's driver skill.
Oh, yes, there is driver skill. There is some driver skill. Yes, there's driver skill. And how you get to be in those higher up classes is you have proven yourself in the past and have.
I think the Explorer is like an underutilized platform.
It is an underutilized platform. I think you can push the front axle forward 3 inches.
Yeah.
I could comp cut the rear fenders to give myself better deapproach angle.
Yeah, you can't.
Do you have to run like your rear bumper?
No.
Do I have to run my rear hatch?
I don't know that.
I think this on 35. I mean, yeah, I use all my available 3 inches in the front.
Yeah.
With that front axle all the way forward. I would try it in a stock class. I think that would be good. It's got a. Do these have in 91? Do they have an? I don't think they have the 9-inch anymore. I think they have an 8.8.
8.8, yeah.
But it's a straight axle rear, so I could put a 60 in the rear.
Yeah.
And then, can you go full width axles?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'd run full width. I'd run a full width TTB then.
Yeah.
On the front of this. I think that would actually look kind of cool.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a fun build.
It would be a fun build.
Yeah. And the fact that you could get a
are
V8.
Are these unibody?
No, they're body on frame.
Oh, 91. Okay.
Yeah.
The next body style was when they went to unibody.
There's one more body style after this. That's
body on frame.
yeah.
And it's only $800.
Yeah.
Mine was what I got you was $8,000. Yeah, I think stock class. Do it up.
Yeah.
I think it would be awesome. Yeah, you can get that 302 with the good heads, with the police interceptor heads on it. Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be sweet.
It'd be a good platform to build.
So right on. Well, yeah, that's our King of Hammers experience.
And if you're on the West, I mean, really, if you're anywhere, if you can make it out the great thing about that race runs 10 days. It runs a weekend, a week, and then another weekend.
Yeah.
Depending on which class is running, they have everything, like we said, from class 11s all the way up to trophy trucks. And it's a blast. And if you're able to make it out there, it's not super expensive either to go. I mean, buying tickets last minute was $100.
Yeah, and when you consider that's camping and everything.
Yeah, that's camping at all your and for 10 days.
Yeah,
it's $10 a night.
Right. Yeah, that's some of the cheapest camping you can find.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, and it's nonstop entertainment. It is awesome.
Yeah, it is. So, it's a blast.
But anyway, we got merch. I'll put a link down in the description in the show notes.
Yeah.
Hats, t-shirts. If you want a sweatshirt, just email us.
Definitely check out. We'll put some videos of the of our King of the Hammers, what we saw there.
Yeah,
and we got a couple of them out, and they're great.
Yeah, and definitely check out the Arizona Revival.
Oh yeah,
because that was a wild trip. We took that 88 Suburban from Flagstaff to Johnson Valley and then home
in second gear.
It was stupid and awesome.
You can see a lot of country at 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, just take it all in.
So,
all right. Well, thanks so much for watching.
Wheel it, wreck it, rinse it, repeat.
Till next time.
See ya.